for 1 second. I am
Hello,
missing.
hello, hello. This is Sunshine Fullenwider, and I am the CEO and founder of Next Level 2 Women Entrepreneur, where we empower, elevate, educate, and equip women in business and in life. I am super excited about our 10K Global Women Business Tour. It started in March and ends now on July the 22nd. That's going to be our grand event. Oh my goodness, you want to be on that broadcast? You're going to have a panel full of experienced entrepreneurs that love what they do and are going to be bringing a lot of value to the platform. Please don't miss it. That's going to be July the 22nd. Go to Next Level 2 business page and you can be able to register and make sure that you're able to attend. I am super excited about tonight. This event is definitely catered towards women that come onto a platform weekly to be able to do interviews, to be able to do virtual speaking, whether it's individual training or workshop. Either way, you're going to get something that you can use right away in your business and apply in your life. My name is Oluwafunke Fullenwider, CEO and founder of Next Level and the host. Our website talk to sunshine.info. I am super excited about our speaker on tonight, and this is Coach Stephanie Randle. She is awesome and amazing. She's always bringing great information that we can use in our business. Her topic is bid or no bid, and this is a great topic for us entrepreneurs to be able to continue to grow our business. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic over to Coach Stephanie Randle.
Good evening. I hope everyone is staying out of the heat and trying to stay cool this evening. But hopefully you're going to take a few minutes and join me on this topic, bid or no bid. So let's get started. So first thing, can you go ahead and advance the slide?
Awesome.
Thank you. So for those who don't know me, my name is Stephanie Randle. I am the CEO of Ignite Change, and I am a business strategist and mindset coach. I work with women to help them start and grow businesses through various business strategies and to change their mindset to be able to be confident, powerful, and successful so they can go to the next level. So I am just excited to talk to you about bid, no bid. So a lot of you probably don't have an idea of what bid, no bid means. So we're going to talk a little bit about that this evening and get into why you might want to bid or not bid. Okay. So excuse the technical difficulties here, having a little bit of a problem. There we go. So first of all, how many of you are even interested in bidding on government or local or state contracts? Okay. The first thing you've got to do, you've got to figure out how to do that. So some of the ways you can find business opportunities are through either work networking, referrals, talking to other associates that may be in your business area or your industry. Maybe you've joined a networking group. So maybe you're sharing information via a networking group of women or other people in your industry or even government. Maybe you're even thinking about revisiting old connections. So people you worked with in the past, maybe look them up and find out, hey, what's going on at DHS? Are they doing any business, hiring any services or hiring any type of businesses that do blah, 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 blah. And the last thing you can do is you can definitely work with large businesses. Large businesses are always looking for small businesses to team on efforts with. So you want to look at that avenue, as well as you want to look at forecasting. What is forecasting? Forecasting is a mechanism where you actually get access to a lead database that are full of various opportunities. And looking through that database, you figure out what you want to bid on. And most time these lead databases cost money, but you have to pay a little bit so you can play a little bit so you can win a lot. So just think of it from that perspective. And then there are also agency bid boards at various departments, like the Department of Navy, I'm sorry, at Army, Navy, Air Force, they have what they call bid boards. You can also find opportunities there. And of course, you can go to sam.gov. That houses most of the federal opportunities that are available. So you definitely want to get an account and go to sam.gov. And then there is Subnet, and that's with the Small Business Administration. It's basically a subcontracting network system that bridges the gaps between businesses seeking small businesses and small businesses seeking contract opportunities. So those are some of the ways you can definitely find opportunities. So now let's think about what do we need to do next in reference to bid, no bid. So once you find an opportunity, you want to go through a series of questions to determine whether or not it makes sense for you to even bid on the opportunity. And some of the things you want to think about are, hey, is there somebody already in that space doing the work? Is there an incumbent? If there's an incumbent, do you have the proper skill set to unseat them? Does that incumbent have something special, maybe a special service, or they're using some type of special equipment or a strategy that only they have developed? If that's the case, that might not be a good opportunity to go after. You also need to understand the customer's mission and the work that they do. So one of the things you want to always do when you're looking at an opportunity, if you know you want to do work at the State Department, get in there and talk to the right people. Talk to some of the CORs, the people who are making the decisions about who can bid on contracts or the work that needs to get done, and they're writing the contracts. You want to try to see if you can talk to any of those people so you can find out more about the agency and their mission and the work that needs to be done there. You also need to think about, do you even have a relationship with the client that you may be bidding on? So if I don't know that I don't really have a great relationship with CMS, I'm probably not going to bid on any of their contracts, not unless it's something specific that I offer that they need. Also, you want to think about, do I have a talented team that I can put together if I win the work? Sometimes when you have a contract and you actually win it, you bid on it and you actually win it, sometimes they only give you a week to get it staffed. So if you know that if you win this opportunity and they say, you know what, in 2 weeks, I need you to staff 50 people, are you going to be able to do that? Are you prepared to do that? Do you even have the people to staff it? You want to think about those things. And then you need to think about past performance. Past performance is when you actually have done work on maybe another contract, and you can use that work, that past performance, to build on another contract. So do you even have past performance in what they're looking for? And the other thing that's helpful, is it what I called a set aside opportunity? Is it for veterans? Is it for women, Hispanic? If it is, and you fall into one of those categories because you have one of those certifications, you probably want to bid on it. The other piece, and this is the big piece, do you have the financial resources to actually do the proposal? Most people believe that, a proposal is I get an RFQ or RFP, and I just sit down and start writing. That is not the case. Yes, you do have to address what they're looking for, but you need to be able to actually have the money to do the proposal. Some of these proposals are huge, hundreds and hundreds of pages. That means you need to put together a team, a capture team that's going to help you write that information, right to the actual RFP or the RFQ. You're going to have resources ready to hit the ground. Most companies that do proposals as their sole business, they're charging $10K per proposal. So you want to think about, hey, do I have the financial resources to actually bid on something? And if I do, and it's a huge proposal, do I do it by myself? Should I partner with someone? Or should I work with a prime where I can sub for that opportunity? So those are just some of the questions. I'm not going to go through all of them because there are quite a few. Those are just some of the questions that you want to ask yourself. Now, once you do that, you've researched the opportunity, so you understand what maybe the client's mission is, what they're looking for, and you understand now that you're looking at either a request for proposal or request for quote, because there are two different ways bids come in. A request for proposal is just a solicitation submitted to prospective offerers to review and comment. A request for quote is a solicitation for quotes. Okay, so for the RFP one, you want to follow that opportunity, and if that agency offers what they call a vendor day, you want to go. And why you want to go? This is the opportunity to meet with the agency, find out more about the opportunity, and be able to ask questions and be able to network, just in case you want to bid, but you're like, I don't think I have enough past performance, or this is a really big opportunity, I'm just not sure I can pull it off. This is an opportunity to network, meet some other small businesses or medium-sized businesses or even large businesses, and take that opportunity to say, hey, you know what? Can we work together? Do you think we can prime this together, or I can be a sub to you? So you can still go after the opportunity. So you definitely want to make sure that you attend any of those type of conferences that they have. And then based on all that information, you want to make a bid, no bid decision. If you take a look at the screen now, this is just a worksheet, and it's not my worksheet, but it's a worksheet I found on the internet that I love, because it basically asks most of the questions that we sort of already addressed, and it puts, based on your response, you can put a number against it. So that being said, using this spreadsheet, if you come up and you answer all of the questions and your score is below a 2.0, you do not want to bid on this opportunity. But if it's above a 2.0, you definitely want to bid on this opportunity. So you want to find something like that, like this spreadsheet. I'm happy to give it out. Like I said, it's not mine. I'm happy to send it to you, what have you. But you want to use something like that to help you go through that bid, no bid process. And then let's talk about the reasons to walk away from a bid. So maybe it doesn't fit into your business bailiwick, your business plan, or your core strategy. And I mean, like, say you offer, let's say you offer pens. That's what you sell pens. There's no need for you to be bidding on someone that does janitorial work. Those two have nothing to do with each other. That's not in your bailiwick. It wouldn't make sense for you to bid on that. The other thing you want to look at is if you have that strong relationship with a client. Do you clearly understand what their needs are, what their mission is, and what they're looking for? The one thing about an RFP or RFQ is not you copying what has been presented. It's basically you answering what you can do for that customer. How can you make their issue go away or improve? How can you make their service better? The other thing you want to think about, we talked about this briefly, past performance. You got to have past performance. Every RFP asks for past performance. If you don't have past performance, it's best for you to see if you can team with another team that has the past performance. That's one of the first things that most agencies are going to look at in their proposal or in your response to the proposal, and it's usually weighted pretty high. So you want to make sure you have past performance. And then the other thing you want to look at is, like I talked about before, resources. Some of these proposals require you to hit the ground running. That means having staff ready to start, ready to go, not needing to be trained, but ready to go with the skill set that the agency is looking for. So you want to make sure that if you don't have those resources, that you're out there recruiting, doing contingent offers to the talent that you want to bring on, and making sure that if they can sign a consent letter that says, if you win this effort, I will definitely come work for you. That's what you're going to hand over to the agency so they know, oh, this person really does have 30 people ready to start on this effort if they win. And also the one other thing you want to think about, another reason to walk away, if financially you just can't put the proposal together. Because what you usually need to do is you may have to pull people off other work to get this written. So think those are all things that you need to think about before you dip into the pool of bidding on state, local, or federal contracts. So I'll take any questions that you may have, but if you want to get in contact with me, you can see my email address is there, or you can reach me on IG.
Yes, that's important. Thank you so much for that presentation on bid or no bid. As I said earlier, this is an opportunity for people to also be able to generate income in their business. It's another stream of income. That being said, if people wanted to get this started in their business, what is one of the things you would say to do right away, besides, of course, contact you, but how can they get more educated on it so they can be able to make a very informative decision?
So I would say the first thing they need to do is think about who you want your target agencies to be. I always tell people to pick 2 or 3 agencies that they want to go after, that they want to get opportunities through. So just pick 2 or 3 agencies and learn what those agencies do. Understand what their mission is. Understand what they purchase, what services they purchase. That's going to give you a really great foundation so you can start looking at opportunities from those agencies. I think one of the things that overwhelms people are that there's so many government agencies, local agencies, and state agencies, and they just don't know where to start. So just pick 3 agencies, whether it's DHS, the State Department, whatever. Just pick 3 agencies and focus on what their missions are and what services they purchase.
Wow, I love that. I love that. That being said, whenever they get in contact with you, what should they expect as far as from the time they get in contact with you and say, "Hey, I'm ready for a bid"? What are those proper expectations should they expect?
So first, what we will probably do is really review the opportunity and make sure some of the things that I talked about, like we can check the boxes, like you have all these things. And then let's look at the proposal. Let's break it down in pieces so that we can come back with an educated, responsive, innovative response so we can win the work. That's what it's all about. Winning the work, building your business, going to the next level.
Totally understand. So if they're not ready to start the bid, but they want to be prepared for the bid, are they able to still go with that process with you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so you're saying whether they have the funding or they don't have the funding to get started, either way, them still diving into gaining the information for what they need is still important for if they were looking to go in this direction, correct?
Right, because you have to think about this. This is a process, and you have to learn the process. You may not be ready to bid, but it's great if you can learn the process. What do I need to do? What are the steps I need to take so that when I am ready, I can go ahead and do it?
I love it. I love it. Courtney, I know you came onto the broadcast. I don't know if you heard a little bit of what she was speaking about, but I'm going to leave it open to you in case you have any questions. She's truly experienced when it comes to bid and no bid.
Sure. So I caught the tail end, but interested, and you probably addressed this earlier on in your presentation, what type of businesses benefit best from this type of bid or no bid? I don't know the whole concept, and I'll go back and listen to it, but just interested what type of businesses benefit.
Any business. Actually, it's any business because one thing about the federal government, they buy everything. Everything from pens to toilets to toilet paper, like they buy everything. So it just, like I said before, what is your bailiwick? What service do you have that you think the government needs? or what items do you sell that you think the government needs, or whether that's federal, state, or local? What do they need? So that's why I say you need to really think about, let's look at a specific agency, let's figure out what they do, and then you can start thinking about, hey, I know what they do. I understand what their mission is. I offer certain services that they can use. So now I want to start looking at opportunities to focus on them, because every day, one of the things I spoke about was the lead databases. If you get access to a lead database, every day there are thousands and thousands of leads that are coming out for contracts every day. So every person that owns a company is bound to find something, because there's just so much that they purchase and services that they need, whether that's technical services, janitorial services, they're even doing coaching services, whatever. There's an agency that's looking for that.
Okay. That's good to know. I look forward to hearing your presentation.
Thank you.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. This is something that I told Stephanie this is really good, because most time when entrepreneurs start a business, we're focused on customers, client, growing our business, and not realizing there's these other ways to be able to generate income, and being able to have Stephanie as part of network and organization. And I mean, it's a great value to us, because we're able to dive into this other area to generate income and do what we love. So Stephanie, we look forward to, doing just, being able to connect with you more, and for you being able to hopefully work with one-on-one with some of the women organizations to be able to help them grow and expand their customer base, because we definitely know we're almost near the end of the year, and this is a way that is, I figure it's a way that just requires our own efforts versus us being able to rely on social media or rely on referrals. This is a good way for us to find, like you said, a company that needs what we offer, and then be able to provide it and bid on it.
And can I just say one last thing?
Yes.
It is almost the end of the fiscal year. Government always has more money than they can spend, and they're always in a rush the last few months of the fiscal year to spend money. That's the first thing. And number two, most of the opportunities that you possibly bid on and win, they're 2-year, 5-year, 10-year opportunities. So that's money that's coming in. If you win an opportunity like that for 5 years, you can substantially grow your business. So just a couple of tidbits.
That tablet just totally makes you feel like Christmas already. So most definitely, as you can see, Coach Stephanie is excited about this, but she's knowledgeable and she does it herself. So if you're gonna definitely dive into it, that's who you want to dive into it with. So that being said, I think the screen was covering the way people can get in contact with you. Can you verbally say that? I would appreciate it.
Sure, you can reach out to me at info@ignitechangenow.com, or you can reach me on IG, and that's ignitechange_now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well, we want to say again, Coach Stephanie, thank you so much for all the value you continue to bring. We hope you can hang in here as we get ready to bring our next speaker onto the platform, Coach Courtney Robinson. This is the woman that helps us to show up right for our presentations, for our events, for our business. Most of all, she speaks volume when it comes to us being able to do this from the inside out. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Coach Courtney. If you can take time to introduce yourself a little bit about, your passion, about what you do, and then we'll jump right into the topic.
Sure. So good evening, everybody. I am super excited to be here this evening. As always, thank you to the platform for allowing me to share my passion and to just bless you guys with information tonight. I'm super excited. I started a series this summer called Summer Style Lab, and it's all about offering workshops for women to learn more about developing their personal style. And so each of the workshops has, a different topic. Tonight, I'm going to share the kickoff workshop that I adapted for the platform tonight. And so I'm really excited to just go through some of this information with you. But if you don't know me, my name is Courtney Robinson. I'm a personal stylist and image coach with Image by Courtney. And I teach women how to align their wardrobe and their style with their passions, their personality, and their lifestyle. So if you are a coach or a speaker or anyone who has visibility within your community and you need to show up in a beautifully powerful way, I am your woman. I love helping women curate wardrobes that are authentic to who they are and allow them to show up in their power so that they can focus on their expertise and, function in their zone of genius. So I would love to just jump right into it and tell you a little bit about myself. I am really very passionate when it comes to helping women. I have a passion for serving women, for my family, who's my first ministry. And I'm really excited about leaving a legacy, right? Especially as it comes to the impact that we can have as women in the lives of other women and just as in the world as a whole. Let me see. Oh, I guess it's kind of going on its own. So this is a little bit about what drives me, right? So my family. These are pictures and snippets of the things that are most important to me and really allow me to show up and be excited about what I'm doing. So you'll see on here pictures of my husband and my bonus daughter, my goddaughter and her mother, my brother and his daughter, my parents, my in-laws, my grandmother, people who've just been very inspirational and instrumental in me growing into the woman and the person that I am. So my brand, Image by Courtney, is really rooted in faith. I have really taken to helping women understand the connection between fashion and faith. And to understand that we really are beautifully made in God's image and encouraging you to show up in that way, right? So my brand is all about blending faith, style, and individuality and really helping you to understand that a tailored wardrobe will really help you show up in your power. So elevating your spirit, elevating your style, elevating your wardrobe, making all of that, work seamlessly for you. So I love empowering women, and that's what this is all about. So jumping right into it, here are some questions that you can ask when it comes to your wardrobe that will really get the wheels turning, right? So do you find yourself grappling with wardrobe challenges? And do those challenges hinder you from expressing yourself and your personal style? Are you struggling with the disorganized closet, right? Maybe you don't have all of the clothes that you need. Maybe you have too many clothes, because both of those things can hinder your style. Maybe you've made some shopping mishaps or you're buying on impulse, and that's a recurring issue for you. And if any of these resonate with you, then you'll really appreciate a lot of this information, and you're really in the right place, because I'm going to show you how to curate your wardrobe that allows you to thrive, something that will elevate your confidence and to help you to enjoy getting dressed every day. All right, so the first thing is really overwhelming clutter, right? That's one thing I think some of us, if we don't deal with it, we have dealt with it at some point in our lives. Maybe your closet doesn't look like this, but maybe it just doesn't look how you want it to look, right? So the very first thing that you can do that can have a big impact on your wardrobe is to do a closet cleanse. And so very few easy steps that can get you started. The first is you really have to devote some time to doing it. I know it's not sexy. I know it doesn't sound like fun, but we have to set time aside for the things that are important to us. And so if elevating your wardrobe is important, this is the first step. What you're going to do once you set aside that time and the materials like trash bags and new hangers and all the tools that you would need to organize your closet, then you want to start to assess and sort. So I like to say you want to love it, leave it, or give it, love it, leave it, or give it away, right? Or maybe even sell it. So if you love it, these are things that really fit you. They look good on you. They fit your personality right now. They're in great repair. If you're leaving it, it's the complete opposite. They don't fit. They're stained, they're ripped, they're torn. They don't fit who you are right now. And, they're just in disrepair. Love it, leave it, donate it. If it's in good condition, but it doesn't fit who you are, consider giving it away to somebody who can use it, right? Maybe you want to donate it and get, use it for tax returns, or maybe you want to sell it on a platform like Poshmark and then use that money to reinvest into items that you need. So there's lots of things that you can do, with the clothing that you choose not to hold on to. And those are some options. And then the next thing you want to do is organize and categorize, right? So that's really important. You want to make sure that you're organizing and categorizing so that you're streamlining your closet. It's super important to streamline it so that you know what you have in your closet, right? That makes it easier for you to be able to dress with ease. And then you want to evaluate the things that you need so that you can then fill in the gaps. So that's really what a closet cleanse is all about. And if you can devote a little bit of time to that, the result is a more organized closet space, and then a clearer understanding of the items that you need to serve your style at this point in your style journey. All right. So moving on to how to fix a limited wardrobe, right? The first thing is you got to have the right pieces. So it's not about the quantity. It really is about the quality of the clothing that you're choosing, and that you have the right pieces, because when you have the right pieces, you're able to mix and match those, right, to make the most out of your wardrobe. And you have all the things that you need that allow you to layer, that allow you to put things together in different combinations. So I always say none of your clothing items should be on an island by itself. So when you choose to invest in a piece of clothing, make sure that it coordinates with at least 3 other items in your closet. That is guaranteed to make sure that you always have things that are designed to work together. Okay. And then you always want to think about having those statement accessories so that you can take your outfit to the next level. So maybe you're someone who really enjoys jewelry. So then choose to make quality investments in jewelry that will help you accessorize. So those are ways that you can really fix your limited wardrobe. Over here, I'm showing this picture of these. You've got these 4 t-shirts. They're all the same, but they're just different colors, right? And a lot of us like to dress like that. We get really hooked on one style or something that we really love. And so we go out and we get it in all the colors because, we just love it that much. And that's perfectly fine. But if you have a functional wardrobe, then you can really make a lot out of those shirts that may all be the same, but just different colors, because you understand and have the ability to style them. All right. So identifying and maximizing your existing pieces. So I really support that every woman is different. Every woman has a different style, and you should know your style. And in doing that, that will allow you, again, to make the choices that support your style, and that allow you to be versatile, right? So if you have certain pieces, again, and you know how to style them in different ways, that gives you versatility with your wardrobe. So here I'm giving you an example of a woman who's chosen an LBD, a little black dress, as her statement piece, but she styled it 3 different ways. So you'll see in the first picture here, she styled it with a jean jacket and some sneakers and a handbag. She's got her sunnies on and she's got her hair and a little ribbon. And it's just a really easy breezy outfit, right? And then the second outfit, she's changed it up a bit. She's chosen to wear another denim shirt instead of a denim jacket. She's styled it a little bit differently. She's changed up her shoes and put on some mules and a little cap, a fedora, right? To just give some visual interest. So she styled it or used that as an accessory. And then last but not least, now she's put on like a camo jacket with this LBD. She's changed up her purse and she's chosen to put on some sandals instead. So I hope this is a good example for you how you can have one statement piece, but you can use different items to accessorize to have different looks. Okay. Next in line is experimenting with mixing and matching, right? So what does that really mean? It means that you can layer and use different types of patterns and fabrics and colors to style yourself as well. So in picture 1, you'll see that she's got on a basic. She's got on a plaid shirt and some basic black pants with some heels. In the second, you've seen that she's elevated that by putting on a neutral sweater on top of the plaid shirt. And she's accessorized with a statement necklace, right? And that's completely changed. So the first outfit is okay, but you can see how she's taken it up a notch by layering and putting on different types of materials, this lightweight sweater on top of the shirt. Then she takes it a little bit further in layering in the third outfit, and she's put on a blazer on top of the sweater. All right. So this is just an example of layering and how, again, that can change up your look and help you to create different styles. So again, you see that she's mixing and matching items, patterns, textures, and colors here. All right, so incorporating statement accessories. This is not an exhaustive list, but don't you see all the different ways you can use accessories to elevate your style? So chunky necklaces that I'm showing in this picture. You can use oversized statement earrings if you're into earrings. Bold scarves if you're into scarves. If you're into belts, you can use different types of belts. Sunglasses, if glasses is your thing, right? You can use sunglasses or even your reading glasses. A lot of people who wear glasses like to switch it up and wear different frames, right? Bracelets and cuffs, which are something I really love to accessorize with. Ankle boots or unique details or patterns on your shoes are something that you can do. Statement rings, if you're into rings, headbands, hair accessories, you can see the list goes on and on. So really get into what speaks to you. Whatever accessories really resonate with you, try to find ways to get unique pieces that speak to who you are. And that's a way for you to incorporate statement accessories. All right, so let's talk about some of the things that we do that may not help us show up in our best light, right? And that's like some of the shopping mistakes and some of the impulse buys that we do. So I really do promote having a budget, right? So do you take a look at like, what is my budget for the year, or what is my budget each quarter to spend on clothing? That will allow you to really make wise investments. I always say invest at the highest level that you can afford, because that will ensure that you're making pieces that, are purchasing pieces that are quality. And so you're not having to replace things as much as you normally would have. When you buy fast fashion, or when you buy clothes that are cheaper or less expensive, you're having to replace those clothes more often. Whereas if you choose to invest in a higher quality piece, you may not have to spend as much, right? So just think about that in terms of your long-term strategy for, your wardrobe. When you're out and about, don't buy something just because it's inexpensive. Buy it because A, you really like it, B, it supports your style, and B, it's going to be a long-term investment, right, for your wardrobe. So those are things that I really recommend. Practicing delayed gratification, which just means have a wish list. Keep a wish list of all the things that you want. You may not be able to afford it all at once. But again, if you're buying quarterly or yearly and you have a list of, the things that you want, or things that you want to fill in gaps for clothing that has gotten old, or that you're just ready to replace or no longer fits where you are in your style journey, that allows you, again, to make those really positive and affirmative choices in things that you're adding. So making a wish list and sticking to it is really important. So these are just 3 tips that I think will really help you not to make shopping mistakes and to keep you from making impulse buys. Okay. All right. So that was, I adapted this, for you and for this, audience. And if you have questions, you can always put them in the comments. I will go back and answer those. I'm happy to support and answer any questions that you have. And these are some ways that you can work with me. So I do one-on-one customized virtual styling sessions, which allow you and I just to work on specific issues or concerns that you have about your wardrobe. And I give you options and solutions, to be able to overcome those. If you are someone who is building a business, rebranding, or just updating your headshots, I provide photo shoot styling, right? So I can help you make sure that your brand aligns with your wardrobe and make sure that your pictures really represent how you want to show up. I also provide on-demand support through a membership. So if you're someone who says, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I would love just to have a stylist on my team, right? A membership might be something that's good for you to have that ongoing support for all the things that you would run into. Maybe you're going to be speaking for an event. Maybe it is the photo shoot styling. Maybe you just want, to do a new capsule wardrobe. So all the ways that you would need to be supported, you could do that within the membership. I also have a 6-week program that I love that is dedicated for women who are really like, you know what? I just need to revamp my style. I need to totally revamp, refresh. I'm at a point in my style journey where everything in my closet no longer represents who I am and who I want to be, who I want to show up as, and I'm just ready to refresh. The 6-week program would be great for you, right? We just really curate and transform your wardrobe. And so any of these are open to you. I'm available to speak with you if you want to know more about it or figure out which of these would work best for you. Let's just have a chat and see which of these can help you step up your style game. But tonight, what I wanted to share with you was a special offer just for this group. And it's a wardrobe mini makeover. It's for speakers and coaches. Because when you show up to speak, whether it's virtual or in person, I want people to be so excited about what they see and excited about what's about to come out of your mouth because they just are so in love with what they see, right? I think what you have to understand is people see us before we have an opportunity to open our mouth. And so you have an opportunity to make a really strong impression with how you choose to show up. That's what style is all about, right? And so we want to make sure that that really aligns with you, your passions, your lifestyle, your personality. All of those things can be a factor in your personal style and can help you to show up in a really beautifully powerful way. All right. So in this one, she's got this sweater on and she's really unsure of her style. And then on the flip side, you've got this woman who feels really style confident because she's tapped into her it factor. Okay. Now, what are some benefits and features? I offer a virtual closet application, right? So all of the clients who work with me get this app, and it's really your very own virtual closet on your phone. You have an app on your phone where you can put your clothes in there, right? You can see what you have on demand. So if you're out shopping and you're like, wait a minute, I think I might have these pants in my wardrobe. Well, if it's in your virtual closet, you can confirm that. So that's a really fun way to be able to really have your wardrobe with you at any time and to be able to see what you need to add versus what you may already have and things of that nature. But what we do in the Wardrobe Mini Makeover is we do everything inside the app. So the first thing is you're going to fill out, an intake form, which gives me all the information about you. I know your sizes. I know your preferences. I know the stores that you love to shop at. I know what makes you tick. And I also know where you want to go with your style. And so we really evaluate all of that. And what that allows me to do is to make very tailored and customized recommendation when it comes to where you want to go with your style. Then we have a virtual styling session where we walk through outfit planning, right? Who doesn't want to have a wardrobe confidant where you can say like, Courtney, tell me, how does this look? What do you think? Everybody loves having girlfriends like critique them, right? How does this outfit look? What am I missing? That type of thing. You get that type of support with the virtual styling session, right? So I'm helping you decide, these are the pieces. Look, I'm that person in your ear. These are the pieces you need to keep, but sis, these are the pieces that you need to get rid of, right? So I'm really honest with you because I want you to show up as the best version of yourself. So I'll make honest suggestions and I'll help you make strategic additions to your wardrobe, right? Because it's about a long-term strategy. And then last but not least, also inside the app, you'll have your very own customized lookbook. So I take all of the pieces in your current wardrobe and all of the pieces that you've chose to invest in that are new, and I come up with outfit combinations and I put them in your lookbook. You know what that allows you to do? That allows you to open up your app and say, what do I want to wear today? You don't even have to think about it. You can go into the app and say, look what Courtney has styled for me. I think I want to wear this today. I think this would be the perfect thing for this event today, right? So it makes it easy for you because we are busy women, right? We're driven. We have so much going on. The last thing you really want to be worried about is your outfit. And when you have a well-curated wardrobe, that takes the pressure off because you can go into your closet and in less than 5 minutes, you can choose something that's going to help you to show up in all your power. So an example, tonight when I was deciding what to wear, it wasn't very hard for me. I have a wardrobe capsule of shirts just for virtual events, right? And for virtual speaking. So for me, it was just a matter of determining what color do I want to wear tonight. And I wanted to show up bright, right? And happy. And so I chose yellow. I was like, this is going to work for me tonight. So when you literally, it took me just a few minutes. All I had to do was choose the color because I have this shirt in a few different colors. I have it in pink, I have it in white, and I have it in yellow. So it really was just choosing which color I wanted to wear tonight. So I hope that explains the benefit and the features of having a mini wardrobe mini makeover, and then how important it is to have like a virtual closet and how that can benefit you. So if you wanted to invest in that, it would just be $14.97. And all you would do is secure your spot and schedule your onboarding call. And then we would get started. You would get to download your app right away, and do your onboarding, your intake form, and we would jump right into it. This is the perfect time because if you've got upcoming events in the fall or the winter, or even preparing for next year, get ready, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? Isn't that what they say? So this is the perfect time to start preparing for that, and making sure that you're fully prepared. So if you have future events coming up, or even if you know you're speaking it into existence, I'm going to be speaking, I'm going to be on somebody's stage. You want to be prepared to be on someone's stage. And this wardrobe mini makeover can help you get there. It can help you make sure that you have everything in place to show up in the way that you want, and the way that shows your expertise, right? So that's all about the investment. So I think I'm great, right? I'm a seasoned stylist. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do, but don't take it from me. Take it from the women that I've worked with. Karen is one of my most seasoned clients. She is a coach. She's a good coach. She's a brilliant woman, and she's very stylish. Karen didn't hire me because she didn't know how to dress. Karen hired me because she understands the value of having a stylist on her team. I style her for most of her photo shoots. I make sure that she has all the items, refreshed in her closet for speaking events, because she speaks often. So I am on her team. I'm a part of her team, and I make sure that she shows up the way she chooses to show up, in the way that represents her brand well. Diana is a physician, right? And Diana decided to become a life coach. And so she wanted to brand herself for her business. And she really wanted to show up not in scrubs as a doctor. She wanted to hone her own personal style. And so that's what we did. Before, like I said, she was in scrubs, and she was in, a lot of dressed down things. Dress down isn't bad, but it's important for you to know that you can still look like luxury even when you're dressed down, right? And so those are things that I can show you. And that's part of what I showed Diana in revamping her style, is how she could still be comfortable, but also confident in her dress. So those are some things that they had to say about working with me. And then last but not least, I wanted to share some ways that you can keep in touch with me. So if you wanted to know more, or you wanted to speak specifically about your style journey, you can always email me at info@imagebycourtney. You can visit my website to learn a little bit more. I have a video on my website that goes into a little bit more detail about the 6 weeks to the Ultimate Curated Wardrobe program or transformation. And if you don't know, I'm really passionate, again, about connecting fashion and style. And so I started writing a weekly devotional about 14 weeks ago. And I write that devotional every Sunday morning. It's delivered to your inbox. And it really emphasizes the connection between style and your faith, and how you choose to show up, right? And so if you want to be encouraged, and you want that, that's something you might be interested in, you can go to @Poison Promises, and you can subscribe to that weekly devotional. And I would love to encourage you and stay in touch with you in that way. So I just want to thank you for taking time out to listen to the presentation today. I hope that you learned something new, or that it confirmed something that maybe you already knew as well. And just thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Coach Courtney, for the opportunity for you to be on the platform and to bring such amazing information on how we can be able to go to the next level with our style, especially in presentation. Being a platform where we're hosting many events virtually and in person, showing up that represents our brand is so important. So knowing that you can be able to help put that together and create a plan in place for us to be able to do that, I think is phenomenal. Let me ask you a question. Can you take me through some of your coaching programs and sessions that you also offer on top of the workshop that you are hosting?
So yeah, I mean, so the first thing is I did the thing that I presented today, which is for coaches and speakers, people who really want visibility, who are speaking, who are getting out in front of people, because I think it's really important for your message to align with your brand. So all of the programs pretty much provide a lot of the same information. They're just catered to what you need, right? So if you're someone who says, I don't really need a program, or I don't have time for a 6-week program, then maybe the virtual styling is for you and we work on 1 or 2 issues, right? So that might be something that's, more suitable for you at this point in time. Or again, maybe you're someone who says, I just want to be supported. I just want to have a stylist in my back pocket. I want to have somebody that I can call whenever I have a question or a concern, or who can pop some, shoppable links into my email and show me different new items if I want to invest in something. So just having that constant support. So those are the main programs, again, that I have. I also offer a complimentary personal style session, and it's something that's very underutilized by women, but it's massive value. I know that people feel that, well, if it's free, how much could you be giving? Well, I think you need to take me up on it, right? Like, everyone who does it, they're always so surprised and they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you would, provide that much value. That's what this is all about. I'm not looking for one and done customers. I'm looking to build a relationship with you so that I can support you in the growth of your business and the growth of your brand. And that comes with developing a relationship. And that's one way that we can start, is for us to do that personal style assessment. So there's different levels that you can work with me, and that's an entry level point. If you don't know what it's like to work with a stylist, or you just want to, experience that, that's a really great way to do that.
I love it. I love it. I am always excited every time you come onto a platform and you talk about the wardrobe. And I think I love the demonstration you gave, how you can just put on one thing and just layer it. I think that is amazing, because sometimes we get days where we just want to be casual. And so to know that we can just add an accessory here and there to really complement it, I think it's amazing. Tell us this app that you're referring to, is that, does it work on any cell phone, or is it a particular cell phone it works on?
No, it works on Android or iPhone. And it's really nifty. I love it. And the cool thing about it is it's a way for me to communicate with you, because all of my clients who have the app, I see everything inside their closet. Of course, I do their lookbooks and I do the shopping links. So it's a way for me to connect with you. The women who are in my membership, I give them quarterly lookbooks. So, and they're not just, I don't do one and put it out to the whole group. I take time to personalize and customize it for my customers, because I want you to invest in things that work for you, not things that work for everybody, right? That's the whole purpose of personal style, right? Is that it really fits you. So yeah, the app is on Android or iPhone. And and it's really easy to download, and it's just like any other app you just pop into on your phone. So
I love it. I love it. Coach Stephanie, I'm going to give you time to be able to respond to Courtney, ask any questions that you may have as well.
Yeah, my first question was, you mentioned that everyone should know their style. What if you don't know your style?
That's one of the things I help. And the interesting thing is, oh, Stephanie, you're so good. My workshop that's coming up this Friday is all about developing your personal style. And I'm taking you through an interactive exercise. You're going to walk away in that workshop this Friday knowing your personal style. I really believe in giving people, tools that they can use moving forward, right? That's probably one of the most valuable tools you can have, is to be able to know your personal style, because that anchors your buying decisions, right? It allows you to go out and make really good investments, because you're not just buying something because it looks good on a mannequin. You're buying it because it really resonates with you and it speaks to your very own personal style. So that's a great question. And if you're interested in that, join me this Friday, July 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be presenting my very next workshop in the series, which is all about personal style development. So great question. Thank you.
I have one more question.
Okay.
So I was always taught to, when you're out shopping, sort of buy things that you wouldn't ordinarily buy and colors that you wouldn't ordinarily have in your closet. And that sort of helps you build your wardrobe. Is that a good practice or is that a bad practice?
I think that's a great practice. The only thing I would add to that is that you want to make sure, again, that it coordinates with other things in your wardrobe, right? So it's fine to buy. I think it's great to invest in something that you don't already have, especially when it comes to colors, because that pushes you out of your comfort zone and allows you to really spruce up your wardrobe. And I think that's something that we have to be encouraged to do. Otherwise, we'll kind of resort to the same old things, right? But your wardrobe, again, should make you feel really excited when you go get dressed. Like, you should look in your closet and be excited about. That's how I am. Like, when I go in there, I'm like, ooh, what do I get to wear? Type thing. Literally, I'm that geeky when it comes to personal style, because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good, and it allows me to show up and do good. And that's for all of us. And if you don't believe it, try it. That's a great question. So yeah, I really do support that. Put yourself out of your comfort zone. Try things that are new, but make sure that it aligns with your personal style. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I love it. I love it. There you go. This truly is what we all need. So, just hearing you say how excited you are to go in your closet makes me wonder, oh, wow, maybe I need to start all over.
What is she on?
Good morning. I'm about to run in my closet. Amazing. I posted a workshop on all of our pages, and I get them to the group, and we'll try to get into a newsletter. And what time again did you say the workshop is?
It's 4 p.m. on Friday, July 21st. Yeah.
Okay. What time zone?
Eastern.
Eastern time. So, okay, good. That being said, yeah, so we want to register, we want to attend. We definitely don't want to miss it. If someone is not able to attend at that time, what can they do? Are you going to record it, or what can they do?
Well, so if you're unable to attend, I do have 2 more coming up. I'm actually doing 4 of them across the summer. So I have one coming up in August. And I have one coming up in September. So you can check my Facebook page and you'll see the list. You can sign up for any or all of the ones that are left. And if you're someone who was really passionate about the one this Friday and you're unable to make it, if you'll register and then send me a note, I'll be happy to send you the replay.
Wow, there you go. Amazing. Always going to the next level. We appreciate that. That being said, we had 2 great speakers on tonight, Coach Stephanie, Coach Courtney. As you can see, they're passionate about what they do, and they're willing to be able to help you to keep on growing to the next level when it comes to your business and your passion as well. Please take time to listen to a replay if you haven't. Thank you all that are listening right now, and we do appreciate you more than words can say. We want to say thank you, Coach Courtney, for coming on. Thank you, Coach Stephanie, for coming on to our broadcast. We appreciate having y'all here. We're super excited about our live events that will be coming up in October. So hopefully y'all can be one of those panelist guest speakers there and be able to, hopefully we all get to visit with Courtney before we show up. And then hopefully we got some bids going on so we can be able to all show up in great style. But again, I am your host, Oluwafunke Fullenwider. I go by Sunshine, the CEO and founder of Next Level 2 Women Entrepreneur, where we empower, elevate, and educate women in business and life by providing speaking events, whether it's virtual or live, and also providing support through coaching and training. Again, until next time, thank you for coming on to 10K Global Women Business Tour. Don't forget our big virtual event is going to happen on July 22nd. You don't want to miss it. So many women globally. We even have one of the speakers from Paris. She's going to be, I'm sorry, not Paris, Israel. I'm sorry. She's going to be on that platform. So I'm telling you, when we connect with our international speakers, it's like no other, because their time zones are so different from ours, but they're so passionate to bring such great, valuable information. So you don't want to miss it. Please register and please be there. Until next time, we must say, everybody have a good night. And again, thank you, Coach Courtney and Stephanie, for coming on to the broadcast. We love you and appreciate you.